Alright, what's up guys? I'm giving you a little bit of different treatment today. Give you the Casey Neistat experience with Metro East Libertarians. Thing is, I want to keep my live format, but I also care about the quality of my videos. So I'm going to give this a shot, more of like a vlogging kind of feel to it. So I'm in Forest Park, not really in the Metro East, but you know, close enough. At least the city that gives us our name. Basically, what I want to talk about today, just real brief, is kind of the media and how people react to it and what I think libertarians need to be doing. So like right now, if you look at the news media, what you'll see is people are talking about, I don't know, that woman that did the Kathy Gifford, I don't even know her name. She did the photo shoot where she cut off Trump's head and it was bloody. It's actually kind of sick. You know, it's kind of weird, but at the same time, I mean, who cares? You know, nobody was paying attention to her prior to this, and you know, it's no big deal. Other things going on in the media, you know, the France election was huge. You know, it's all about Donald Trump's tweets. There's all these memes going on right now about Kaffe or whatever, like Trump misspelling some tweet, and it's like, you know, as libertarians, what do we care about? We care about the unlawful incarceration of nonviolent offenders. We care about the genocides that are going on all over the world, people being bombed all over Yemen and Syria. And we haven't heard one thing about Syria lately. We haven't heard one thing about Yemen. Yemen was never making the news, right? So I just want people out there in the liberty movement to just stay focused. You know, like don't get caught up in all these other things like Trump's a disaster, Hillary would have been a bigger disaster, or all these types of things, and how did Gary Johnson do in the election? Man, none of that means anything. Nothing's changed. 2018 is right around the corner. It's our next chance to really try to affect change through the electoral process. And not only that, right after 2018, we don't have any time to lick our wounds. Just like this past election cycle, it's time to jump right into the local elections. And I can tell you my experience with being on this local board. Local elections are a big deal. I mean, they really affect your property taxes. We've got something coming up in card that you'll see more about here soon, where some people are trying to get their properties out of the park district. So that's very interesting development. You know, and what do you do? Do you say that these people have a right to self-determination? You let them out of the park district? Does that screw the other people that are still in the park district? So it's going to be really interesting how that shakes out. But anyway, if you were somebody who wanted to get out of your park district and you know, you went before the board and presented your petitions and everything, you know, your chances are better if there's a libertarian on that board. That's a fact. So I just want you guys to, you know, let's stay focused on the big picture, on the things that matter, and let's try to affect change in our community and not get caught up in all this. You know, the memes are fun, don't get me wrong, but a lot of this controversy really shouldn't mean anything to us. And, you know, oh, also infighting, all this stuff with Arvin Vohra, come on, does that stuff really matter? I mean, Arvin's out there saying a bunch of stuff. He doesn't represent me, he doesn't represent you, right? I mean, if somebody comes up to you and says, hey, I like the Libertarians until I heard from Arvin Vohra. Okay, first of all, who's heard of Arvin Vohra? Nobody. The only reason he's getting any attention is because people are infighting and reposting his stuff. Quit reposting his stuff. Unfollow him on Facebook. You know, his feed's just kind of full of trolls anyway. So it's not like you can go in there in the comments and find anything of value. It's not liberty activists that are in there to begin with. So, I don't know. In my opinion, you know, you just ignore it. So, you know, you take the Republicans, for example. There's Republicans that say stupid crap all the time. That doesn't destroy their party. You know, they win every election with 5% of the vote through the primary system. They've got it rigged. We have to tell our story. We have to tell people that, hey, we're being excluded from the process. There are more libertarians out here than what you see, but they can't engage because the system is rigged against us. So anyway, you know, in other news, I just want to throw this in. I did take over for Brian as the Field Operations Division Director. So that's kind of interesting. I got a lot of responsibilities all of a sudden that I really probably didn't want, and you know, but being on the inside of the state operation has been kind of eye-opening as well, because now when I see people saying they want to start a chapter or they want to get involved, you know, I'm calling these people, I'm working with them to get their chapter started. These are the things we need to be doing, not all this other jazz, you know, getting all sidetracked and losing focus and infighting and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, get out there and help somebody start a chapter. Get out there and help somebody run a table. Find some more activists. Quit all that other stuff, right? Obviously, you know, do what you want. I can't tell you what to do, but because we're libertarians, right? Anyway, as you can see, I don't know if you can see behind me, there's this blue stage, Shakespeare in the Park. It's kind of cool. It's done by, it's free. It's provided by some organization that does this every year. They put on a great production, and they rely completely on voluntary donations. So very libertarian. So I do like that. All right. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe. Like I say, we aren't going to abandon the live format. I am going to keep doing that. I am going to bring you some more production videos, but I thought I'd try this format. We've got a pretty good setup for it, and you know, these types of things ought to come out okay and be a little bit more visually appealing. So, all right guys, thanks for watching.